If you see yourself as someone who masters all knowledge, filled with detailed explanations, meticulous calculations, and a whirlwind of incessant thoughts, silence becomes more than just the absence of sound. It's a profound transition from unrestrained compulsion to conscious clarity. Imagine being able to hum melodies in such deep silence that even a bird's song would be an intrusion. Think of articulating words without uttering a single audible sound, or expressing intense emotions without even a whisper. Silence is not just a temporary pause. It's a state of being that permeates even the most intense activities, revealing an inner calm that transcends external frenzy. It's true that no intense activity can be sustained indefinitely. What endures eternally is the tranquil essence that resides at the core of silence. However, when we excessively identify with external ideas and concepts, we lose this serenity. At that moment, the mind begins to spin endlessly, entangled in endless thoughts. Voiceover. How powerful is a silent person? What can be achieved by becoming silent? Sadhguru shares some ideas on where to begin the process of becoming silent. C. How to become calm and silent. The wind whispers its ancient stories, the sun shines in golden silence, and the sky murmurs its vast depths. Even celestial objects echo their own sounds, the melody of pain and pleasure, the symphony of misery and joy, the murmuring of life and the sigh of death. Among all these sounds, there are the sounds of silence, a complex tapestry weaving compulsions, bonds, and depths of involvement. Why would someone choose to become silent? Silence is not about denying life or expression. It's about moving from compulsion to awareness. All sounds represent different forms and dimensions of compulsion. When one chooses awareness over engaging in the compulsive nature of existence, they naturally choose silence. Silence doesn't just mean closing your mouth or plugging your ears. You can sing, speak, even shout in silence, though it's impossible. It's only the surface that produces sound. Deep down, however, there is no sound. Similarly, life on the surface is a complex tangle of sounds, but at its deep core, silence reigns. In English, there's no word for not sound. It's simply silence. Silence is a space beyond creation and the creator, beyond light and death. It's a dimension known as silence. You can't make it happen. You can only become silent. In common parlance, there are two words to describe this. Mauna, where silence is practiced without necessarily being silent, and nishabd, where deep silence is lived, not just practiced. Active in silence, sustainable in stillness, moments of intense activity are fleeting. No one can sustain them indefinitely. True expansion occurs in stillness. That's where sustainability resides. Thus, this possibility, moving towards silence, also implies reaching deep stillness, as serene as a turtle gliding smoothly. Stillness can be achieved in various ways. Observe a snake. It remains motionless, an image of absolute serenity. Watch a tiger while it hunts its prey. It stays completely still, brimming with latent energy, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. These are different manifestations of stillness, each a vital practice for survival. For the snake, excessive movement can attract danger. For the tiger, mastering stillness is essential to securing its prey. These are fundamental skills for survival in the wild. For humans, survival means being active. Only when we look beyond mere survival do we contemplate stillness. Only then can we perceive, as we observe ourselves, the complexity of our compulsions, and the only solution is to find stillness. Training the body, training the mind, achieving stillness requires dedication and ongoing effort. While some may naturally find stillness, for most, it's hard work. Step by step, we strive to achieve absolute serenity. Many struggle to keep their body still as they are constantly in motion. As the saying goes, a man is ill because he does not know how to stay quiet. In silence, we connect with a dimension that transcends creation. It's in this state that illnesses can disappear. However, to sustain this condition, one must understand the mechanisms and tricks of the body. So, why seek stillness? Will you lose your body? Yes, Eventually, you will lose your body. When that time comes, if you wish to depart gracefully, like shedding a piece of cloth, you will need inner stillness. Otherwise, the separation from your body will be painful and devoid of beauty. Life without grace loses its essence and charm. To attain grace, it's essential for stillness to permeate your life. Silence, then, must be cultivated as a constant companion. If it doesn't come naturally, practice it. Speak fewer words. Convey the same meaning with fewer words. You will become more aware. Right now, it's like verbal diarrhea. Too many words. Try speaking half of that. Be mindful. Express the same thoughts with fewer words. Do this tomorrow. Typically, how many words do you speak in an hour? Cut that number in half. Speak the same thoughts, but with half the words. The world will feel wonderful. Believe me, if everyone does this, many marriages will be saved tomorrow. VO. In another conversation, Sadhguru was asked about controlling the mind. Sadhguru offers a profound insight into mind control and the need to achieve the power of silence. Imagine this scene. Visualize yourself standing atop Chamundi Hill or floating in a hot air balloon, peacefully observing the movement below. From that elevated perspective, everything seems serene, doesn't it? When you're immersed in the midst of traffic, however, the experience is completely different. But from up there, sitting in the hot air balloon, looking down, the sounds become distant and the environment feels almost transcendental, doesn't it? So, once there is distance between you and the activity of your mind, the mind ceases to be a problem. In fact, the mind is a miracle, not a problem. The moment you identify with something that is not you, that's where the problem lies. Your mind runs continuously. You can't stop it, no matter how hard you try. If you identify with nothing but yourself, you'll understand how to be in harmony with everything, how to use everything without clinging to it. Thus, you'll realize that sitting in silence calms the mind. You can use it as needed or leave it in peace. The challenge lies in life's most crucial faculty, the mind, often acting without control, following its own whims rather than obeying your will. To free yourself from this affliction, it's crucial to stop engaging with negative or inauthentic influences. Here, negative influences mean identifying with aspects that aren't genuinely yours. If you can sit here without clinging to this or that, everything will flow naturally. Your mind will function harmoniously as it should. Otherwise, it will remain scattered, lacking the stability it naturally should possess. The mind shouldn't be constantly recounting its own stories. It should tell the stories you want it to tell, right? Otherwise, it's quite unsettling. VO. Sadhguru continues to explain how silence can be achieved and what can be done to overcome distractions. How silence can be achieved. So what we call spirituality is not merely a psychological process. It's not related to our memory or personal history. It's a life process, an existential journey. This can only fully manifest when we allow ourselves to simply be part of the life that we are. Achieving true silence is possible only when we abandon any sense of superiority. If we consider ourselves intelligent, how can we truly be silent? Yet, by realizing how little we know in the face of existence's vastness, we can simply contemplate life with a deep sense of wonder, without a single thought disturbing our mind. If you consider yourself smart about everything, with explanations and calculations constantly in your head, you'll find that one thought triggers 1,000 others. The moment you attach value to your thoughts, they become unstoppable. They just keep going. When you realize there's no real value in your way of thinking, it's just old memories recycling themselves, then you can distance yourself from it, and it will naturally fade away, because without attention, it cannot sustain itself. You may not have realized the depth of the power of silence. As Sadhguru teaches, when practiced with dedication, silence can be a gateway to unimaginable transcendence. Consistent practice leads to mastery, and the ideal moment to begin is now. Regardless of age, there is always room to start this transformative journey. Click on the video below to explore more content with us. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this content on the power of silence, don't forget to like, subscribe to the Seeds of Mystic Wisdom channel for more inspiring videos like this, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your interaction is highly valuable to us. Until next time.